Welcome to the social science class, children. And today we are going to start with a new lesson, the story of the early man 1. When we talk about the story of the early man, the word story itself says that we are talking about any incident or anything or any event which occurred in the past. What does this means, the story? It means something which has already taken place in the past. And do you know, when we talk about any incident which took place in the past or anything which has taken place in social science, we call it a history. Yes, we call that incident as a history. Like the day when you entered in Sir Padampat Singhania Education Center. It's a history. You will say that, ma'am, I entered in the school or I took admission in PG class. It means that's the history of yours. The very first day when you received your report card, that's a history. So history is what? It is any event which took place in the past is a history. So children, when we talk about the story of the early man, it means we are talking about what were the incidents which took place and how this is as a story. Who was early man? There's so many questions arising in the brain. Like, when did early man came? Or when did man come on the earth? Or when did man come on the earth? How long? In which year? How did we come to know about this early man? Where did he live and what did he do? So many questions are there, which are there in our mind. And we do not find any written records, or we can say there are no written records of these early mans. But how do we come to know about the early man? How did we get the information about the early man? What are the different things? How can we know that the early man exists on the earth? Those early mans are our ancestors, and which was the first place where the early man were there. So all these questions, all this curiosity to talk about the early man can be known. There is only one way we can get the answer of these questions. That is, our knowledge of that period is based on the evidence collected by the archaeologists. But who are these archaeologists? Archaeologists are the scientists or the scholars who study human history. They talk about the human history and prehistory, before that also, what was there in the world. But how? Through the excavation or digging of the sites. Many times in the news you come to know that by digging this we get some images of Lord Krishna or of Lord Shiva. When we get, it becomes an evidence. Evidence means when you get some proof for something, it is an evidence. Now the question arises, how or where the early man appeared. So children, with the help of the archaeologists, we come to know that the early man appeared on the earth long time ago. Yes, these early men appeared long time ago and they were called hominid. What they were called? They were called hominid. And do you know that the earliest hominid remains have been found in Africa? What is Africa? Africa is a continent. In which continent they were found? They were found in the continent Africa. And the earliest hominid remains the remaining of the remains, like when they dig the sites and all, they found something remains, like can be some the skull of the early man, or some other evidences were there. Through that they come to know that the early men exist on the earth, were exist long time ago. And what was actually the period? The period when they appeared, the hominids appeared about 40,000 years ago. Yes, these hominids appeared about 40,000 years ago. And do you know that the remains of the early man were there in Africa? So the hominids did not know how to grow the crops or how to make the building, how to construct. They were not aware of all these things. They were afraid of natural things, such as thunder and lightning. Yes, the early man used to afraid of the natural things, like if they hear the sound of the thunder or lightning, they get scared and they try to hide themselves from all these natural things. How did they try to live? They tried to live in the groves. They all come sit together, they go for hunting and other things together. They always try to be in a grove because they were afraid of the natural things, animals. So that is the way how they were leading their life. So children, but how do we come to know about that these were the things which were used by the early man? So when we talk about that, how did this early man existence were there? Yes, first is the evidence we are talking about through the archaeologists. The evidences were there, and we have the different sources of a study also. What are those sources of a study? The sources of a knowledge about early men are: number one, that is your discovery of stone tools. Number two, remains of shelters. Number three, we have the cave paintings. So these were the three sources of a study to know about the early man. Can you see the diagram of the stone tools? These were the different tools. Even if you walk on the road, you find certain stones are lying or the pebbles are lying. So what they did, they used to make a stone tools so that they can protect themselves from the animals, or if they want to get some fruit, what they used to do, they take that stone and hit to that fruit so that the fruit can come down and they can have it, because they don't know how to cook the food also. So in that case, this stone tools helps. Now I will tell you what actually the stone tools or that age is called, why that age is called as the Stone Age, or that period is called as the Stone Age period. The early humans had no knowledge of metals. When we talk about the discovery of stone tools, children, actually there was no knowledge of metals were not known to the early humans, and actually the metals were discovered quite late. So how they used to deal with that situations or with that time period? His tools were simple. Actually, the early man's tools were very simple and made up of stones, wood and bones. Yes, even bones also they use. They have these sharp stones. The early man used sharp stones to hunt animals, fishing, digging and swing. So he can do all the works with the help of these stone tools. That is the reason the period This period when the early men used the stone tools, this period is therefore called the Stone Age. That is why this period is called as the Stone Age. You know, early man, whatever the developments are being were, so every period is given a particular name. So this period where he deals with the stones, he make all his equipments, with it for hunting, fishing, digging, swing, with the help of the stone. So that is why this period is called the Stone Age. So when we talk about the second sources of a study, that is remains of shelters, yes, remains of shelters were basically the caves, and through the caves only we come to know, like, you know, they use the different signs. Yes, when suppose they want to go for hunting, they make with the like the drawings like this. Suppose this is a cave, and in the cave they show something like they are going for hunting or something, or they are carrying some animal like this. Okay, so this is what the early man used to show through this. Like they show the bow and arrow like this, holding some equipments in their hands, and they are going for the hunting, so they are carrying it in their hands, and then suppose the bow and arrow they can show like this, that they are going for the hunting. Some stone kind of things are there with this. So such kind of cave paintings were there, through which we are able to find out about the early man, and some parts of the world can be shown through it. Still show that even, you know, near the Bhimbetka, that is in Bhopal, there you can see that the remains of the early man cave paintings are there. And you know, these paintings are very old and were made by the early humans only. And these, what does this show? They are mainly about animals and hunting scenes. Yes, they show us about the hunting scenes, killing of the animals. They're using some different equipments for it, how they are hunting. So all these kinds of paintings which are depicted about the sources of our study, and this is how we come to know about the life of the early humans. So I hope we have come to know about the three sources of our study, that is your discovery of stone tools, remains of shelters, and the cave paintings, through which we are able to understand the existence of the early man. Thank you, children.